Hi all, today we are going to study the most powerful function in Excel, VLOOKUP. How can we use VLOOKUP function in our day-to-day office work? It is very much useful for easing our day-to-day work. I am Sabu Joseph. Welcome to SVJ Academy. Before going to the VLOOKUP function, I will just introduce what is VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is an Excel function to get data from a table organized vertically. Just I will show how this data will represent vertically. This is a data of some persons, and here it is showing their name, their bank name, branch, city, IFSC code, account number and everything. This is a data table. This is what VLOOKUP says. Arrange the data in vertical as a table. So everything is arranged vertically in a table format. This is the first requirement of VLOOKUP. Before using the VLOOKUP function, we have to prepare the data in a database under vertical order, the first one. Then only we can retrieve the data by using VLOOKUP function. Just see how can we get the data by using VLOOKUP. I want to get data of A. So first of all we have to look a value. This is the lookup value. So we are looking on A. When we are looking on A, what we are expecting? We have to get here in this column the name of the bank of Mr. A. So for getting this data, we can use the VLOOKUP function. All functions will be started by equal sign. So put equal, type VLOOKUP, use tab. When we are using tab, that bracket will be opened. Otherwise, you have to use open brackets by shift 9 function. Now the bracket is opened. Here it is asking the lookup value. The lookup value is, here it is A. So select that one, put comma. After entering the comma, it is asking the table array. Table array means the data containing the table. Here, this is the data table. From here, we have to get the data. So in the table array, we have to select the entire table. The entire table which have data. Now we selected from A to H12 the entire table. Again put comma. The next one is column index number. The column index number means out of this table from which column we have to get data. So we are getting data here from name of the bank, that is in B column. In this table, the B column is the second column. A is the first column and B is the second column. So here it is asking what is the column number. Here we have to get the data from column 2. So enter 2. After entering 2, again put comma. Now it is asking approximate match or exact match. We want exact match. So select exact match and again press tab. Now it is showing false. Close the brackets. Now press the enter key. When we press the enter key, the result will be the Axis Bank. Now see the name of the bank of Mr. A, Axis Bank, selected from the second column of the data table. In the same way, go to the next one, branch, again equal to VLOOKUP. This is the lookup value. Again select the entire table, comma, column index number. Here the column index number is 3. The first one is name of the beneficiary, the second column is name of the bank, and the third column is branch. So we have to get the data from the third column. So enter the column number 3. Put comma, select exact match, close the brackets. Now the answer will be Chennai. Here also we can use the same function. Here the column number is 4. Again, the city center Chennai. The bank IFSC code. We look up Mr. A. Select the table. Here the column number is 5. Enter 5. Now the IFSC code is showing. Again, account number. We look up value. Select the table. This time the lookup column index will be 6. Exact match. Enter. Now the account number showing. Suppose we change the name of A to B. The Axis Bank will be changed to HDFC Bank and the IFSC UTIB will be changed to HDFC this number. Just type B. Now the name of the bank, IFSC, account number, everything is changed. Now select I. This is the I. The name of the bank will be Bank of Baroda, Cochin and IFSC everything. Now the bank details of Mr. I loaded. This is the simple use of VLOOKUP function. But this is only a simple database. How can we work with lakhs and lakhs data? Here only a small things, only 6 columns and only 9 rows. We can easily find out the data. But in a data table, if we have 50 lakhs of data, how can we retrieve our information from these type of huge databases? This is the main usage of VLOOKUP function. Here we counted beneficiary name in number 1 column, name of the bank in 2nd column, branch in 3rd column, city center in 5th column, 6th column, 7th column and like that. But if we have more than hundreds of columns, how can we count each column? Which data header have which column number? So when we are working on the large tables, it is easy to give the column number. Here I am giving the column number. The first column is number 1. So this is the 2nd column. So put number for each column. So here we have 8 columns. So now we can see which column have which number. This is the first step when we are handling bulk data. After giving the column number, we can use name manager function. Here what we shown, the entire table we selected, the column number we given. Instead of giving data in this way, we can create a table. For creating a table, first we have to give the column number. After giving the column number, go to formulas, click on name manager, click on new. Here we have to give a name. I am giving a name, bank details. Bank details. Whenever you are giving a name, the space will not be allowed. Instead of space, you can use underscore. So here bank underscore details. Or you have to type continuously bank details. There is no space. Now select the range. We have to include in the named range from column number A1 to column number H12. I selected. Click on OK. Now we created the name manager. Now come here. I am looking the details of Mr. E. So enter the name here. Now equal to VLOOKUP. Select the VLOOKUP value. In the last time we selected the entire table. Instead we can use the name of name manager. The name manager we created was bank details. So type bank details. It is shown here. Press tab, comma. Whenever we selected the bank details name manager, the entire data table has been selected. Now we have to give the column index number. Already we have given the column number. If we want column number 2 data here, enter 2, comma. select exact match, close the brackets, enter. Now the Mr. E, then list be bank selected. Suppose if we want the account number here, the 2 will be replaced by the account number column index number, that is 6. Enter 6 here. Now I am entering, the result will be the account number. So this is the easiest way to handle bulk data by creating name manager. I will show some files which is created by name manager. That files have lakhs of data. See, this is a utility created by VLOOKUP function. This is the data table. This is an NEFT or RTGS form that the business pupils are using every day. These types of forms, calculations, everything we can create by using VLOOKUP. Here all the beneficiary names, their bank account and everything is recorded. The table number, I have given the column index number. After creating the column index number, go to formulas, name manager. Here so many name manager is created. This is the name manager of beneficiary names. When I am clicking on the beneficiary names, it is selected the entire data table. So I already created a name manager. The name of the name manager is beneficiary names. So come to the form. Here the details of the beneficiary we have to record. This data will be pulled from the beneficiary names. So that I have written VLOOKUP where we have to look up. Here it is looking here. The name of the lookup value is here. It is looking here. So this lookup value is created in a drop down list for the easy selection. That drop down list, how can we prepare the drop down list? I have already uploaded a video. You just go to that video and study how to create drop down lists. So all these beneficiary names I have created in a drop down list. What we have to do, look to this person details. So for fetching the bank account number, we have to use the function equal to VLOOKUP. Look here in the O2 column, comma, the name manager name, beneficiary names, comma, we have to get the account number. The account number is on which column number? It is on the column number 6 here. This is the column number 6, which represents the account number of all the beneficiaries. So here we have to give the column number as 6, then put comma, select the exact match, close the brackets. Now I am pressing the enter key. His account number will be shown there, 30888. Come here. The beneficiary name is Ajmal Ceramics. This is the Ajmal Ceramics. What is his account number? 30888 That is shown here. Then the name of the beneficiary, their bank. The bank name also taken from the column index number 2, and the name of the bank branch, IFSC. The IFSC column represents on 5th. So give the column index number as 5. Now the beauty is, it is only a one-time work. When you are selecting another person name, the form will be automatically loaded. See, when I am selecting another person, his bank account number, name, bank, branch, IFSC and everything is automatically loaded. Then now here you have to enter the value, then the check number. Now the form is ready. What is the preview? Your NEFT or RTGS form is ready. So you can save so many hours by using this Excel function. And also if you want to give a bank details, some details, whatever the details of anything, that also you can retrieve with a fraction of seconds. Suppose somebody is asking the bank details, please send by WhatsApp, something message you are receiving. Just select the name, account number, bank, branch, IFSC and everything is loaded automatically. You can just select the data and you can send it to WhatsApp or mail. Everything is perfectly working. So this is also by using the VLOOKUP function. I will show one more data which have a very huge data. This have 8,29,434 data with 223 columns and 7,020 rows. Here we can use the VLOOKUP function. We can handle this type of data tables by using VLOOKUP because it's a very huge data. We can find out any data easily. So here I have given the account number. Based on the account number, how can we get a customer data? Some data we can pull out. So many data here. By using that customer account number, how can we get the data? So first step is give the column number so that the data you may get from the software or from somewhere else. Wherever you are getting the data, before going to use VLOOKUP function, you have to prepare the data in a table format first of all. The second step is give column number for each column. Here I am giving the number for each column. So the last column number is 223. The first column number is 1 and the last column number is 223. After giving the column index number, you select the entire column from the right beginning to the end and the rows from the right beginning to the end. Now I have selected the entire column, entire data column and entire data rows. That rows is coming to 8,29,657. Now go to formulas, name manager, create new. Now give the name manager name. Here I am giving a name, database VLOOKUP study. Click on OK. Close it. After creating the name manager, you go to another sheet tab. Here we have to create what are the data we want to create in a report. So first we have to create a lookup value column. So here I am entering the lookup value, that is the lookup value. Here I am using the account number. By using the account number, I am extracting the data from these 8 lakhs data. So here I am using the VLOOKUP value. Here enter the name. Then you have to give the title for each column. Name, father name, address, PIN code, mobile number, PIN code, mobile number. All these have in the first columns itself. So then go to any area in the middle of the table. Here I am giving the KYC details. KYC. So this much data we have to pull from this table. So first enter the lookup value here. Now here I am entering the account number 3856. This is the lookup value. We are looking on account number 3856 and the details of 3856 we are extracting here. Now equal to VLOOKUP. The lookup value is 3856, comma, type the name manager we created, database VLOOKUP study, again comma. Here we have to get the name. The name is on the second column. So enter the column index number as 2, again column, select the exact match, close the brackets. When I am pressing enter key, the name will be shown here. Now the name is shown here, just same. Here the name is just same. If I am selecting another data from middle of the table 3567, change the lookup value into 3567. Now the account holder name 3567 will be shown here, Ashraf. This is the column number Ashraf. Again equal to VLOOKUP, lookup value, type the name of the name manager, father name. The father name is on which column? The father name is on 11th column. So enter the column number 11. Select the exact match, close the brackets. Now the name of the father shown. Then go to the address. The first address is on the 13th column, and the next line of address on the 14th column, and the next line of address in 15th column. So the 13th, 14th, 15th and 16th, 17th column showing the address. Again VLOOKUP, lookup value, name manager name. Here we have to pull the data from column number 13. So enter column number 13, select the exact match, enter. Now their house name is showing. Then here we have to get the pin code. The pin code is showing on the 17th column, equal to VLOOKUP, lookup value, name manager name, column index number 17, exact match, close the brackets. Now the pin code will be shown. Again the mobile number is on the 18th column. VLOOKUP, lookup value, name manager, column index number, exact match, close the brackets. Now the KYC we are retrieving from the column index number 168, 169, 170 and everything is showing the KYC. So here I am retrieving the data from column number 168. VLOOKUP, lookup value, name manager, column index number 168, exact match, close the brackets. Now the 168 is showing 0 because that customer 3567 has not given that KYC form. If the lookup value is changed, see the person has changed, now showing the data. So in this way we can handle big data and can create reports. Now I have shown you only for study purpose. Then what is the actual use? That is the issue. All these are for study purpose, just showing how to prepare. How can we prepare a useful form? Now you have seen how to use the VLOOKUP function. Actually, what is the use of VLOOKUP function? The VLOOKUP function we can use for preparing so many reports, forms, calculations and everything. That is the actual use. Here I have shown you how to prepare NEFT RTGS form, and here also I am showing how to prepare a bulk form. Bulk form means data more than one person. So here I am using the drop down list. Just select the name. Whenever you are selecting the name, the account number, IFSC, everything is loaded. In the amount column, put amount. Whenever you enter the amount, the below 2 lakhs will be NEFT. Automatically it is named NEFT. Select the another person name, their bank account number details and everything loaded. Here you can write the amount 5 lakhs. It is more than 2 lakhs, it will be RTGS. So it is automatically written as RTGS. Select another person name, 1,50,000. It is also an NEFT. If you change 1,50,000 to 15 lakhs, this word NEFT will be automatically changed to RTGS. So that everything we can create by using different functions, not only the VLOOKUP function. Here I have used if function. So this is a bulk form having more than one person. This form created in a printable format in another tab, bulk form to bank. See here, by using the VLOOKUP function, I taken the data here. Now our form is ready to submit it to bank. Just you have to mention here the check number. Now this check number will be changed. Here it is written as check number. See, the check number is changed to 123456, and this is the today's date. It is automatically taken. Now this is written with check number 123456 dated 11th February 2011. Here the values are in different columns, but here it is automatically written. Here I am using the concatenate function. That also I have uploaded a video how to use concatenate function, that you watch, you can study. Now go to the print. Now our form is ready with a fraction of seconds. Again go to the bulk form. If you want to create another set of form, just click the clear data. The enter data will be cleared. Again you can select the names. All the data taken. Now come here, everything is shown here. So this type of works we can do within a fraction of seconds without error. That is the main point. Every time when we are writing by hand or typing or preparing the data, every time there is a chance for mistakes. So here we are using the data already created. There is no chance for errors in future. Any error happen, that we can rectify in the table itself. So on the next time that error will not be okay. So this type of so many forms I am using every day by using VLOOKUP function, HLOOKUP, if function. What are the functions available in Excel we can use in our day-to-day office work? We can save time, we can prepare reports error-free. So I will repeat once again the steps before using the VLOOKUP function. First of all, we have to prepare the data in a table with column head. Every column have its own heads. So give the proper heading, arrange the data in column wise. After that, on the top of the column, give the column index number for each column. After giving the column index number, you select the entire data table by using Ctrl A. Go to formulas, name manager, give the name for the name manager. That you can give any name as per your wish. After creating the name manager, you go to your report area, use the VLOOKUP function equal to VLOOKUP, select the lookup value. We have to get the data, comma, type the name manager already we created, comma, give the column index number that we already allotted, again comma, select the exact match, close the brackets, press enter. Now the data from the selected column index number of that lookup value will be fetched. So in this way you can create forms, calculations, reports and everything in a single scroll down, or by replacing the lookup value, the data will be automatically loaded. Now I think you understood how to use VLOOKUP function, but VLOOKUP function have some limitations, some drawbacks. From this table itself, I will show you what are the drawbacks. The first drawback will be, we can't say drawback, it is a limitation. The first limitation will be, the VLOOKUP function will look only to the right side of the table. That means here the name we used here as lookup value is on the left side and the other details are on the right side. The VLOOKUP will look into only the right side of the lookup value. So you have to keep in mind the data in a data table should be started with the lookup value column. Here in the data table, the first column will be having our lookup value details. If here I am entering instead of E this number, there is no result because it is looking on the first column of the table to the right of the table. This value with the EH, the name of the person. Now I am entering here. The UCO Bank will be shown here. Now it is showing the account number because we have given the column index number as 6. Here I am giving the column number 2. Now it is showing the UCO Bank. This is the first limitation. When you are preparing the data table, you give the lookup value on the first column. See here, I have shown you this 8,29,657 data. In the column, in the first column, it is showing the account number. That account number I have used here for getting the result. So if it is not here, I can't get this data here. So you have to copy and paste the value to here. Suppose I am changing this number to the first column instead of this number. Now this is showing error because the first column is showing a different number. I have to enter that number here. See, this is a number. I am entering here. Now it is showing the result. So you have to keep it in mind. The lookup value should be placed on the beginning of the table. The second limitation is the VLOOKUP never looks on duplicate values. Suppose the name of the person B, if so many persons have same name, again came here and another B. When we are looking on B, the banker's name of first B is shown here. Here also one more B with the CSB bank, it is not shown here. Why? The second limitation is VLOOKUP never looks on duplicate values. The third is VLOOKUP value does not process upper and lower case text differently. Suppose we are differentiating this B with a small b and another person. This capital letter B is a person and a small letter b is another person. Whatever it is, the VLOOKUP function never processes the data with the upper or lower case. The another important and the most complicated issue is when we are inserting a column to the table or deleting a column from the table, the entire VLOOKUP answer will be collapsed. Suppose here we extracted the data of these persons. Now it is showing the bank details of Mr. I. If I am inserting a new column here and changing the column index, so I have created another column. So the column number is changed. The column number increased. Now what happened? The IFSC code here showing Cochin as the fifth column index number, that is shown here. Here the column index number is 6. This is the column index number 6 and under account number it is showing the IFSC code. So this is the fourth limitation. Whenever we are inserting a column in the table, after creating all these reports and everything, our entire reports will be collapsed. Now come back. This is a normal form. If I am deleting a column from here, then also the entire reports will be collapsed. See, here I am taking the branch column index number 3. I am removing from here. Now see what happened in this column. Just check. I am removing this third column. See, the city center column is showing the IFSC code. The IFSC code column is showing the account number and the account number column is showing the type of the account. The entire data is collapsed. So this is the fourth limitation. When we are inserting a new column to the table or deleting column from the existing table, our entire result will be collapsed. This limitation can be replaced by index and match function. When we are using index and match function, this insertion or deletion will not affect the result we already created. If you understood the VLOOKUP function, if you really like the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Please enable the bell icon. You will get all the important classes in future. We can meet on next class. Bye.